Hi everyone, welcome to another video where I talk about some of the common mistakes that we do when speaking in English. So I'll be talking about the Z sound today. Let me tell you this, the Z sound is more common than you think. It's not only the words that have the Z in the spelling where you should be pronouncing it with the Z sound, but also there are plenty of words which are spelled with the S, but actually when pronouncing it, you should pronounce it with the Z sound. A common word like busy. The spelling of busy is just B-U-S-Y, and you don't have a Z in the word. But when you pronounce it, you should pronounce it with the Z sound. So it should be busy. Basically, in function words such as is, was, those, these, because, those function words, it's always spelled with the S, but it's not the S sound, but it's actually the Z sound. So most of the function words that you find in English will contain the Z sound, but it's not a clear, definite rule. For example, the word this, it's also a function word with the S, but it's not actually pronounced with the Z sound. It's just the S. It's the same as the spelling. So it's this. So it's not a clear-cut rule. Another form of the Z sound comes up when you add ES to a word to make it go from singular to plural. For example, bus. To make it plural, you need to add an ES to the end. So it's buses. It's not buses. It's not the S sound. It's the is sound. So bus becomes buses. Another word like kiss becomes kiss, and then we add es to make it plural, so it's kiss is, kisses. So remember, it's the is sound. Kiss is kisses, bus is buses. Alright, in some occasions, going from single to plural, if you just add an S to the end of a word, like for example the word dog, and then if you want to say the plural form of dog, it's dogs. So it's not the S sound, it's the Z sound, dogs. And remember, in this case, it's not a rule that adding an S will guarantee it to be the Z sound, because cat becomes cats, not cats. It's cats. So the rule there is that only when you add an S to make a word go from singular to plural, for a voiced consonant like G is a voiced consonant, so dog ends with a G, and you add an S to make it go from singular to plural, it becomes dogs. And also for a word like main, which ends with N, N is also a voiced sound, so it becomes main is, mains. The sound K is unvoiced. A word like pick, P-I-C-K, and when you add an S, it becomes picks, not picks, because K is unvoiced. A word like end, D is voiced, so when you add an S, it becomes ends. A word like become, it ends with M, which is voiced, so when you add an S, it becomes right? Alright, so words like phase and face. So the spelling is different. Phase is P-H-A-S-E, but it's pronounced with the Z sound, phase. But if you just pronounce it with the S, it's face, and it becomes the face. So you should be really careful when pronouncing words like phase and face in order to differentiate the two. Another couple is eyes and ice. So eyes with the Z is your eyes, and ice with the S in the pronunciation is just frozen water. So let me just finish up this video by just saying a few words which have the S in the spelling, but actually it's pronounced with the Z. Very common words include clumsy, rose, nose, reason, design, visit, and there's hundreds and thousands more words like that. So I hope you learned something new. And next time when you speak, I hope you don't pronounce the S instead of the Z for some of these words which I just mentioned in this video. So stay tuned for more videos like this. If you like my channel, please consider subscribing. Cheers guys, bye.